Ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert. This is your parade and wave lap here for your IMCA Northern Sportmod, brought to you by Carl Customs. We're set to do battle here in the battlegrounds of Buena Vista Raceway. As we wait for the green flag. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in feature action time here for opening night at the Alta Implement Buena Vista Raceway. RPMs are up, and we are Preacher Racing. It is going to be Reese putting them 4 deep off turn number 2 as we got cars around every which way but straight in turns 1 and 2. As they try to get him refired, will not do so. Caution flag's going to fly. Oh, boy, slow him down, boys, slow him down. Caution, caution, caution. Well, we have that doggone French racer, Jacques Debris, making an appearance here tonight. Debris in turns 1 and 2, that gets picked up. We'll be going back to green flag racing. RPMs come up once again. We're back to the green flag. Reitz and Vanderwood lead them through turns 1 and 2 with 21. Reimers up into that mix as well. 3-car battle for second place here, coming through turns 3 and 4. 3 wide for that second place. Off turn 4, down the front stretch now into turn 1. Vanderwood, the meat and the sandwich, gets shuffled on back to 4th. Reitz still your race leader. Rupp and Reimers. Your top 3, Vanderwood, your top 4. Deeper on the field, we've got them 3 deep through turns 3 and 4 as well. Sylvester, the other Vanderweerd, as well as Matt Grohl in the 511 car. As caution flag comes out once again. Brendan Rupp, the 33B car, round at the bottom of turn number 2. No guard, your top 5, knocking on the door to the top 5 though. Rusty Montang in that T1 car. Connor Vanderweerd in the 21. Also there as well. Dawson Marsh, the 5M car, a little bit deeper in the field, coming off a feature win this past Sunday night at the new Raceway Park. Excellent run, trying to make some moves to produce some more top 5 running here for that 5M car as we go back to green. Rupp had a great run through 1 and 2. Now side by side with Reitz for that race lead. Reitz hits the top side, Rupp hits the bottom, slide job through 3 and 4. Crossover by Reitz as he regains the lead in the flag stand. Deeper on the field, 4 wide, coming through turns 1 and 2. Jackson, Mulder in there. Grohl shuffled back a little bit deeper on in the field as Vanderweed boys putting up a battle here through turns 3 and 4 as Reitz slides way high. Gives the advantage to Reimers now off turn 4. Rupp still your race leader. Reimers up to 2nd. As Rusty Montang slides it into the bottom side of the racetrack trying to gain a few possessions. No guard up to 3rd now in the 14Z. Reitz trying to battle back on the bottom. Montang hits the high side in 5th in the T1 car. As we got a car around in turn 3 and 4, multiple cars going around to avoid contact. We are turned straight again and we're still lean, mean, and green. Caution flag coming out, though. Thought we were staying green. Car still around at the bottom of turn 4. Has refired. So the 33 car of Tim Rupp, your race leader. As we come back to green, 10 minutes into this A feature. Dreamer still in holding that second place spot, but dives it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Slides up in front of Rupp. Rupp crossover move. Better run down the backstretch for Rupp. As Monsing and Nogard fight side by side for third and fourth. Connor Vanderweerd in the 21 car in the mix as well. Reitz has climbed his way back into the top 5. Rusty Montag still using the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to gain some position in the 2-1 car. Nothing doing off turn 2, still shuffled back to that third place spot. Rupp still with a commanding lead in car 33. Reimers right behind him. Nogard slides away high. Reitz gets around him. Reitz back into the top 5 in the 1J as Nogard gets shuffled a few spots back. Meanwhile, Vanderweer's got some company in the form of Joe Reitz. And the 56 car of Dustin Smith. Oh, contact! Joe Reitz around in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Everyone doing what they can to miss him. 2 more cars make contact. Caution flag will come out. Caution flag once again. Did not see who the other car involved was there. Reitz hopping the right front of another car, sent him spinning in the middle of turns 3 and 4. Other cars spinning to avoid contact. Fluid has been worked in. Push truck comes off the raceway. We go green off of 4. Seven laps down, 5 laps to go. As we come back to the green flag, Reimers trying the inside line, cannot do so. Rupp still your race leader off turn 4, Rusty Montang. A little bit of a tap to the back bumper, the 21 car, Reimers. 56 car of Smith working the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Montang, gonna split the difference. Got on the binders to avoid contact, shoots her back down to the bottom. Vanderweerd in the 21 car there as well. On the binders, a little squirrely. As Tim Rupp still leads this feature event in the 33 car. Smith up to second. Reimers looking for second on the bottom side of the raceway. Montang still running in that 4th place spot. Let's see 1 car. Nogard back into the top 5. Rupp, your race leader. 2 laps to go for the driver. The 33 car is green is in the air. Smith, Reimers, Montang, and Nogard still your top 5. Sylvester, the 12 car, trying to make an entry into the top 5. So is Jackson Mulder in the 4 car. White flag coming out this time by for the 33 car of Tim Rupp. Rupp into turns 3 and 4 in the 33 car. He will be your A feature winner, picking up the double checkers. Smith will finish second, Reimers in third, Rusty Montang 4th. Nogard, your top 5. Tim, come on over here. You got the jump you needed. You got the slider that you needed and just started to walk away. Tell us about that run here on opening night.
I didn't know what to think about this thing. It was the first night on this car, and I was just throwing some sliders hoping I could get the lead and get up on the top. So I knew I'd be all right when I got up there, but just had to get there.
And did not look back at all. Who do you have to thank for putting this 33 car here in Victory Lane tonight?
Oh, everybody. My mom, my dad, everybody that helps back at the shop. God, Matt, the flag guy. Jim Johnson, Brendan Rupp, Mark Schleff, everybody that helps out. So Randy Lowry. God, I'm forgetting people, but shut up.
Once again, give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Tim Rupp, your feature winner here tonight in your Carl's Custom IMCA Northern Sport Mod main event. Blessington and Trent Chin having a talk in the front stretch here. I wonder what they're talking about. You think they're trading meatloaf recipes? Maybe lasagna. I like lasagna. That sounds good to me, right? All right, so Blessington will take his spot to the outside of row 3. Randy Brands to his inside. You know, fun fact about the 27 car, it is Randy's 27th year of racing. Inside of the numbers there, they have all of his past race cars in there as well. Brian Blessington, no stranger to stock car racing either. So the two veterans starting on your third row. That would be the row to watch here. As we come to green off turn 4, we are stock car racing. And right off the bat, 3 deep down the front stretch now, 2 by 2. Oh, car caught in the middle. That is not where you want to be. As we got him 3 wide off turn 2, Randy Brands trying to find second as he works the inside of the track. The 8 car of Smith up on the top side with the race lead. Crimmins, the 35 car, coming through the middle. Brands picks up second. David Smith, the 8 car, your race leader. Randy Brands, the 27 car, the veteran behind the wheel. Working the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes the 35. The 35 car of Donovan Smith making a run now to the back bumper. Tuck tail behind the 27 of Brands. Crimmins is there as well as Donovan moves through the field. The 96 of Bonison there as well. Justin Nearing into the mix. As the 8 car of Smith starting to pull away more and more. Bonison, the 96 car, splits the difference. Tries to get a run off turn 4. Brand still too strong to the middle. As we got a 3-car battle here for that second place spot. Brand's committed to the bottom side. So is Smith. Bonison up top of the 96. Oh, the 35 car, Donovan Smith. Little bit of trouble, starting to get shuffled back. The 81 of Devin Smith now takes over his position. Justin Nearing in there. Stefan Siebesma, he goes down a few positions. Out in front, though, it is the 8 of Dave Smith with a, well, what was a commanding lead as the caution flag comes out. Lineup is good. Double Delaware restart happening here off turn number 4. David Smith, your race leader in the 8 car. Green flag coming out. RPM's up. We're back to green flag racing with the stock cars. Great run by Randy Brands through turns 3 and 4. Trying to slide up in front of Smith. And he will. Randy Brands, your new race leader. Smith coming back on the attack on the top side of the 8 car as the 81 of Donovan Smith tries to make a run. Randy Branzo, still your race leader in car 27. Brands hitting the top side of the racetrack now, trying to keep the momentum up. He will do so. Got his hands full of the 8 car of David Smith as Donovan dives back down to the bottom. Brands back down to the bottom too. Dave looking for the run off turn 4. Will Dave have it? No. Yes, he will at the flag stand. The 8 car, your new race leader. Here comes Donovan down the 81. Put him 3 deep now off turn 2. Brands in the middle. Donovan on the bottom. David up top. As Randy gets shuffled back to that 3rd place position. Here comes the 35 car of Donovan Smith as well. Smith, Brands, Smith, and Bonison, your top 5. Dave up top. Devin on the bottom side of the raceway. Now through the middle. Great battle for the race lead. Cross flags halfway down, halfway to go here. As Bonison puts it sideways in 1 and 2. Heads up driving by Siebesma to miss him. Bonison trying to get the car refired, will not. Caution flag is out. Caution, caution, caution. Eight laps down, 7 laps to go here, just a little over halfway here in our Siebesma Graphics IMCA Class 2 Tough to Tame stock cars. Green back out on the air. David Smith leads them. Devin Smith to the bottom, so is Donovan in the 35 car. Randy Brands up on the top side of the racetrack, changing lines as he was running the bottom earlier. Blessington now hitting the top side of the racetrack, putting up a side-by-side battle with Donovan. Here comes Blessington on the top side, trying to take 3rd from Brands. Will not do so. Falls in line. Here comes Justin Nearing as well. Devin Smith, better run on the bottom side of turn 2. Had the race lead for a moment. Dave Smith says, not so fast. Dave back on the top side of the raceway. Devin down on the bottom. Brands still trying to make a 3-car battle for the lead, and here comes Donovan and Blessington. Top 5 putting on a show here as the Smith boys trading the race lead. Devin Smith in the 81 car now, your race leader in turns 3 and 4. 81 car on the bottom, the 8 car up top. Who's going to have it off turn 4? Give it to Devin. Devin Smith, the 81 car, started 10th. He is now up to 1st. Randy Brands takes over that 2nd spot from the 8 of David Smith. Brands still working the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get to the back bumper of the 81 of Devin. He does. Donovan Smith still not going away in the 35 car as well. Still Devin Smith, Randy Brands, Donovan Smith, Dave Smith shuffled back to 3rd. Brian Blessington there as well. 2 laps to go for the 81 car. White flag coming out this time by for your race leader, the 81 of Devin Smith. Randy Brands knows he's got to do something here if he wants that win. Brands up to the top side, diamonds a corner, loses the momentum he had. As they come in at 3 and 4 now for the final time, checkered flags are out. Randy needs to do something here. As they come to the line, give it to the 81 of Devin Smith. Randy Brands in 2nd. David Smith in 3rd. Excuse me, Donovan Smith in 3rd. David Smith 4th. And Brian Blessington, your top 5. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Class 2 Tough to Tame Sportmod Graphics IMCA Stock Cars putting on a show here at opening night. Climbing out of the car, ladies and gentlemen, Devin Smith, driver of the 81 car, your feature winner here tonight in your Sportmod Graphics IMCA Stock Cars. That tire a little warm?
Just a little bit.
Well, you got to get the drive off the right rear, of course, right? Coming from 10th here tonight to the top spot, I mean, putting on a show here once again in front of these great fans here at the Buena Vista Raceway. Tell us what it was like running with the rest of the family as well as Randy Brands.
Yeah, it's just a little change of events this year. I made the switch to a Chevy, and David still has his Mopar, and normally I'm rim riding and he's on the bottom, but it must be a Mopar thing that you got to go to the top, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not usually on the bottom. Usually I'm on the top with him, but those guys were pretty dicey in the back there, so then I went to the bottom, and the car rolled around the bottom really well, so I just stuck with it, and that was good racing. Me and Dave were door to door for I don't know how many laps, and I figured it was still right there at the end.
How was this track breakdown for you tonight to put this 81 car in victory lane, and who do you have to thank for this victory?
Oh, this track is just, I mean, it was an amazing track. I mean, obviously there was definitely two grooves that anyone could have won the race. Hats off to the crew and everything for Buena Vista Raceway. And thanks for everyone for coming out and watching and helping support this track. We try to get as many cars here as we can on Wednesday nights. I know it's a school, or was a school night, but midweek races are hard to do, but we like them because it splits it up for the weekend. Otherwise, you're busting your tail Friday and Saturday trying to race twice in a row. I got to thank my wife and kids. They came along tonight. Like I said, school was out. I got to thank all my brothers, Dave, Donovan, Dustin, Doug, Daniel. They all helped. All the sponsors on this car, Fast Shafts, Joe's Auto, everyone else that helps out, my mom and dad, all my family members. It takes all of us to do all this, and it shows.
Definitely keeping it in the family. Congratulations. Devin Smith, your IMCA Stock Car feature winner, presented by Sportmod Graphics. Let them hear you, ladies and gentlemen.